I think if you were to ask any Sonic fan what their favorite Sonic game was, 90% of these fans would probably either say Sonic Generations or Sonic Mania. Now for me, my favorite Sonic game is Sonic Unleashed, which I know is somewhat of a hot take, but I genuinely believe that this game has no flaws. It doesn't, it has no flaws. Okay, the Sun and Moon medals are pretty annoying to collect, but other than that, the game is perfect. Now there are only other two Sonic games that I believe are perfect, and those two Sonic games are Sonic Generations and Sonic Mania. But this video isn't about Mania, so you can just forget about that. Just throw it out of here. I don't know what I did. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm reviewing a Sonic game that I've actually enjoyed. Now, before I actually start my review, I'd like to say a thank you for all the support on my last two Sonic videos. You guys seem to actually really like these videos, so I thought I would come back and review another Sonic game. This time a Sonic game that is actually good and I like. So yeah, anyways, be sure to like the video, subscribe, please subscribe, that'd be pretty nice. Subscribe. You see that button right there? Just click that button, that'd be pretty cool. Anyways, with that all the way, enjoy the video. Alright, time to open up the game and, I think I might have forgotten to take off some mods. Shit. Okay, so, mistake on my part, but I left the Super Sonic Generations mod on and kind of forgot how to take it off. But it's not like this mod changes anything about the game. It's still Sonic Generations, just with a few skin changes. I think this mod makes the game a lot cooler. Yeah, sorry, this review already sucks. Anyways, the game starts with Green Hill Zone, and just look at me go, fuck! Okay, let's try this again. Green Hill Zone Act 1 is definitely one of my favorite Sonic stages in the game, just because of how fucking fast you can go through the stage. And you probably noticed I'm spamming the hell out of the spin dash, and that's just because how much speed you can gain with the spin dash. I mean, look at the speed! Alright, S-Rank. That was pretty easy. Oh, and we're back to regular classic Sonic. And oh my god, my ears! The cutscene following shows Sonic throwing a surprise birthday party. Yeah, I forgot to mention this game was released for Sonic's 20th anniversary. God, that was more than 10 years ago. Jesus. But you know, seeing how this game opens up with Sonic's birthday party, kinda begs the question, how old is Sonic here? If we judge the fact this game was made for Sonic's 20th birthday, that means Sonic's 20. But I mean, does Sonic look like he's in his 20s? If you look at the wiki, it says he's 15, so is this Sonic's 15th birthday? I don't know, man. Sonic's age has always been kind of confusing to me. It doesn't help that Sega keeps making him look younger and younger. And then they just immediately make it where his balls dropped in Frontiers by just giving him a deeper voice.
It varies. Sometimes it's a spinning sign, sometimes it's a big old ring.
His voice is deeper than mine! He's a fucking hedgehog! Okay, getting way too sidetracked now. Sonic's birthday. Let's see what's going on. Oh, shit. Maybe I should have, stopped talking about Sonic's age and just focus on the cutscene. Huh. Well, it's fine though. Sonic's gonna save the day. Alright, Sonic, let's see what you got. Okay, I don't mean to be a bitch. But what the fuck? What are you doing, Sonic? How are you just knocked out of the one fucking slap? Listen, I can't keep saying you beat Goku if you end up getting knocked out like this, dog. I mean, like, yeah, you're in your base form, but still, like, you're telling me you're out after one hit? Sonic later wakes up in some white limbo place and finds something that looks oddly familiar. It's Green Hill Zone again. We're just gonna go into that. Act 2, baby, let's go. And there's so much for me to talk about, and fuck! How does this keep happening to me? Okay, let's talk about how modern Sonic plays. For one, the drift mechanic is now back as something you can use freely through the 3D parts of these stages. In other games like Sonic Colors, the drift was something you can only be used in certain parts of the stages, which makes sense, seeing how there's only so much you can do with these controllers. If only they fix this issue in Ultimate. Oh, alright, let's not get distracted. This isn't about Ultimate. The next thing worth mentioning is that they brought back the air dash. Too bad this is the last time we ever see this mechanic though. Seeing how it's replaced by the double jump, which Sega really loves. I mean, they brought it for Colors, and then they were like, hey, let's just go back to the air dash, you know, in Generations, and they're like, nah, let's bring it back for Lost World, and nah, we're gonna bring it back for Forces, and we're also gonna bring it back for Frontiers. I forgot what it was almost called. The next mechanic they brought back was a light speed dash, which can only be used in certain times, which is fine. I mean, I never really cared about this gimmick, so let's just move on. And well, that's kind of it. I mean, there's stuff like the stomp and the wall jump that's back, of course. The boost is here, but that's just something you should expect in every modern Sonic game. Anyways, Green Hill Zone Act 2 is fun. I like it. Although I suck at the video game, I like it. 8 out of 10. I'm not going to be rating most of these stages. I just said it in the script, because why not? It makes sense to say.
Thanks, Sonic. I thought I was dead, floating without a body in a black limbo. Ugh, I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Yup, get used to this song, because it plays every single time you clear both Act 1 and Act 2 of a stage. Yep, doesn't get annoying at all. The next cutscene, we see Tails questioning everything about this place, but the thing about the cutscene that catches my eye is that the storybook games are canon to the Sonic timeline. I mean, to me, these games are always been like filler arcs for Sonic, so, you know, it's kind of shocking to hear they're actually canon.
I'm more concerned about finding our friends.
Hey, Sonic, I saw something over there in the distance. Like buildings, but they look weird.
That might be a good place to check out. I'll be back soon.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you already left.
Okay, now is probably a good time to point out Classic Sonic doesn't say anything in this game. Like, he doesn't say a word. Nothing. Not a peep. Which, you know, I'm not saying he needs to talk. It would be cool, but, you know, it's fine. You know, it's whatever. It's whatever. I mean, everyone already knows he can't talk. He's been in, like, every single Sonic game since then. But, you know, I thought it'd be funny to actually voice act Classic Sonic for, just a little bit. I probably won't be doing it for the whole game, you know, because that get annoying. Alright, now we have Chemical Plant Zone. If you may have noticed already, I'm starting this zone off with Modern Sonic. One thing I do like about this game is that you can play through any act of your choosing. Anyways, Chemical Plant Zone. Let's get to that. Okay, you see, I tried doing the secret path at the beginning, but you know, I'm clearly rusty at this game, but don't worry, I'll get it this time. Fuck! Fuck this shit, I'm done! I always liked how in this stage, and well, pretty much every other stage, there's always like a different path you can take. Unlike other Sonic games like Forces, where you're, you know, forced to go in a straight line for most of the game. And the music for this stage is just great. I mean, listen to this. And this is just Chemical Plant, and you know, just for reference, look at Force's Chemical Plant. Okay, I really gotta stop talking about Forces.
Sonic!
Tails!
This can't...
Oh god! What have they done to you, Sonic? Alright, so just gonna mention this once, but stuff like this happens for a good amount of these cutscenes, which again, is my fault for not taking off the mod. But I just thought it was worth mentioning here. Also, Sonic and Tails clearly don't somehow remember this place, which I kind of find hard to believe. Like, how do you not remember a scenery like this? Well, I tend to forget things a lot. Anyways, the thing about Sonic Force is that the stages are way too automated and are all just fucking Green Hill and Chemical Plant. Now, before we make it to the next stage, I want to talk about the collection room. Here in the collection room, you can see concept art of the game, ways to rewatch cutscenes you've already sat through, music, and character descriptions. And you know what's the best part? It's all free! Unlike Sega nowadays where they require you to spend extra just to look at some damn art. Sega back then was willing to add something so simple into the game with the cost of nothing. Okay, so let's just count my mind, but if we look at the Sonic X Shadow Generations Digital Deluxe Edition, Jesus, that's a long name. Okay, you can see your standard stuff like new Sonic skins, new Shadow skins. Okay, sure. But the main thing I wanted to talk about is how they're including a digital art book and OST. Why are they charging people something that's already in the main game? My only reason for this is that Sega fucking forgot they even added a collection room to the main game, or that this art book and OST is meant for the Shadow part of Sonic X Shadow Generations. Either way, I think something like that should just be in your main game itself, no extra charge. Okay, rant over. Where are we again? Oh, right. We're still at Chemical Plant Zone. Chemical Plant Zone Act 1 almost plays exactly how it does in Sonic 2. I mean, don't fix what's not broken, you know? The music is pretty good. A good, nice remix version of the original, and, the zone's finished. Beat the stage in under 1 minute and 30 seconds. Wow, okay.
Sonic. Wow, you look younger every day. What's your secret?
Damn it, I really should have let Metal Sonic kidnap her ass. Now at the Sky Sanctuary, probably one of my favorite acts in this game, or at least one of my most replayed stages as a kid. Honestly, this stage is just a blast to run through. It's definitely one of the more faster paced modern Sonic levels in this game, and it really tests how good your reaction time is. I mean, look at this shit. As you can see, I'm on a zipline towards a platform, but as you can see to my right, I can jump from this zipline and hop onto that one. That leads me down to a whole different path. I know this might not sound like much, but I just noticed it while we were watching the footage, and I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I never even noticed how it was playing through the first time. Huh. Sadly, I actually suck at Sonic games. I mean, literally, I ended up restarting the stage like 4 or 5 times because I kept on dying or screwing up. You know, maybe I was wrong about Sonic Superstars. Time for Act 1, and yeah, this doesn't really feel right. I'm gonna start going in order when it comes to acts from now on. Just like modern Sonic's part of the level, I also really happen to like classic Sonic's version of this level. Mainly because of the fact that I've actually played through this act so much that I pretty much know it by heart, and thus I can just blitz through this act. I guess I went so fast that it didn't have enough time to load. Well, whatever. What's a Sonic game without a few bugs?
Thanks, Sonic. You did a good job back there. Hey, did you gain weight?
Oh, hey, Knuckles. Since when were you a fat? Alright, time for the big boss in. Oh, god damn it. So I guess in order to not make this game beatable in less than 2 hours, they decided to add these side missions to the game. Now, only some of these stages are mandatory to progress with the game, and some of these stages are actually pretty fun. Okay, that's just not my fault. I mean, like, what the fuck? The neat part about these missions is that the side characters are actually somewhat playable. Well, you're not really playing as them, but instead, more like someone Sonic can call for if he ever needs help. You can do this by pressing the... Oh, thanks, Amy.
Press the Y button when you need me.
Okay, Knuckles. I heard it the first time.
Press the Y button if you need me.
Okay, I get it. I pressed the Y button to summon. I can see it right on my screen. Alright, we finally got all 3 keys. Now it's time to fight the boss and... What the hell was that? Wow, so you're just gonna forget about me? Oh, crap. Sorry, Metal. I kind of forgot that... I kind of forgot about you. Why don't we just get right into that fight, right now. So before we fight the next boss, we gotta fight Metal Sonic, or Neo Metal Sonic. I guess this is what happens when you play Super Sonic Generations and not Sonic Generations. Now, the boss fight begins with a really cool cutscene with a newly remastered version of Stardust Speedway playing in the background. Now, in order to beat Metal Sonic, you kind of have to stomp on his head. Don't do it when he's speeding like this, though, or else he'll die like I did. Instead, you want to attack him when he tires himself out. That's right, it's one of those wait for the right moment kind of boss. Just like, another game I know of. anyways, that's kind of it for the boss. We got a cool ass cutscene at the end, and we got an A rank again.
Take a good look at yourself, Sonic.
Dr. Eggman?
It's the last look you'll get before I close your eyes forever.
Another Sonic? What? Wait a second!
No. No. I'm not gonna go on a tangent on how Sonic somehow couldn't make it through that door, even though he's the fastest thing alive. I simply can't afford to do that. I'm already 5 pages into the script, and I've only covered 43 minutes of the game. Alright, the Death Egg Robot. Now, this boss actually has 2 phases. The first phase is Sonic on this elevator. In order to move on, you have to hit Eggman right in the ass. Alright, on to phase 2. Now, this phase sucked, but it's honestly pretty easy if you're good at the game. Sadly, I clearly am not. You see, in order to beat this boss, you have to make Eggman hit one of these bombs and then climb onto his arm. The problem is that sometimes this doesn't even fucking work. But I'm not gonna blame the game. It's my fault. It has to be. Okay, boss over. Never doing that shit again. Okay, I think that's gonna wrap up part 1 of this Sonic Generations review. Yes, I'm splitting this game into 3 parts. First part will be obviously here on YouTube, and the second part will be uploaded sometime. I haven't actually started writing the script, but I have the gameplay and I can get started at any time, so I probably will do that. I will definitely get this out before the end of the month if this video does well. If this video does well, the support's well, make sure to subscribe, like the video, put on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably maybe be part 2. Peace.